Burkina Faso sees a massive amount of gold in its border. Who's trying to smuggle gold out of Burkina Faso? We're going to find out just now. French uranium companies accused Niger of stealing from them. They have taken matters to international court. This is going to be very hard for Niger. We're going to find out just now. Ghana, ex-president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, under fire. We're going to find out why. So the guy's been lying to us. We're going to find out the truth right now. Malawi, journalist being sent to jail for telling the truth. A big mafia in Malawi like never before. We're going to find out about that now. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for being here. You are very much appreciated. My name is Zack. I don't know who you are, but certainly if you watch this video till the end, we're going to love each other. Well, here we talk about most of the things, okay? We talk about Africa. We talk about our ladies. It's so nice. Have you seen Rwandese women? Look at them Rwandese women. Beautiful. Well, one friend of mine likes South African women. His name is Robert. Yes, South African women for you. Yeah, and this one, and that one, and these ones. Those are South African. Which one do you prefer? Okay, let me show you some Sudanese women. Maybe you like dark-skinned ladies. Look at these ones. Sudanese. Okay, anyway, you like women that are submissive and nice, come to Africa. I'm inviting you. I know Americans are here, you know, Jamaicans, Caribbeans. You can come to Africa looking for submissive women. I know that in America, apparently there are no more submissive women. Why are you talking about submission? We don't talk about submission in Africa. Submission is natural. Like, you don't need to say, be submitted to me. People are naturally leaders. You know, they are natural guides, natural guardians, natural providers. Therefore, they have natural submissive human being. It's just respect. To us, it's not even submission. It's just like, I love you. Therefore, I will respect you. I will show it to you. I'll cook for you. I'll cuddle you. Oh, it's amazing. I'll never exchange that. Look, I went to Ghana recently and I found a lot of African Americans coming to Ghana looking for love. I saw at least 2 getting married. Now, let me tell you something. Don't come to Africa looking for a submissive woman. If you don't treat her nice, trust me, my brother, after a while, she's going to turn up on you. They want you to be respectful, kind, provider, natural leaders. If you don't have those tools, I'm sure African-American women are asking for that too, even though I know the problem in African America is, yeah, that's a different situation. Let's get back on track. Burkina Faso just arrested 3 guys with gold, about 26 kilograms of gold, hidden in the clothes. They were trying to cross the border to another country. The intelligence service found out about them and they tipped off. They followed them up and they clamped to them. Congratulations. Well, Burkina Faso is doing a tremendous job. The gold is usually sold in the black market in UAE. Between 2012 and 2022, the UAE imported 2,500 tons of gold undeclared from export by African countries. That's worth about $115 billion, my brothers. That's a lot of money. A lot of money from African being smuggled out to the UEA. And well, UEA doesn't ask you to bring a legitimate document because, yeah, they're making money out of you. Faced with this colossal loss, many African countries have come together to find a way to block this illegal trafficking of minerals and riches going out of Africa. And in this context, Burkina Faso Customs made a major seizure on Tuesday, 17 December. The Burkina Faso security has intercepted 3 individuals with 28.6 kilograms of gold, hidden in the clothes, with an estimated value of 1.4 billion CFA franc. I think it's about $1 million. And apparently this intervention was made possible due to anonymous tip-off. Now, this is interesting, fellas, because if these guys could go with 28 kilograms of gold to the border trying to cross, it means they've done it many times before. I mean, you don't go with 28 kilograms of gold for the very first time. I mean, you're going to try a little bit, like maybe half a gram, 500 grams, a kilogram, maybe 2 kilos. I mean, 28, that's a lot of kilograms. It means they've done it many times before. And in most cases in Africa, they probably dealt with somebody from the crossing, you know, some security guard or a member of, of the border to whom they will give some money and then they will cross. Now, I think there are many possibilities that may have occurred. Number one, they didn't pay that guy properly. Or the guy said, you know, you're going to pay me, or I'm going to, yeah. And he was unhappy. They didn't meet this requirement and he told on them. That's number one. Number two is, well, maybe they're trying to, you know, outplay him, you know, without telling him, and they got caught. Number three, well, the guy was moved at the very last moment when they know, you know, usually, look, I've seen many deals, okay? Even in some countries where people stay illegally, when they want to get out, there's a till, number of immigration officers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 20, and they will tip you off saying, listen, go to immigration officer number 20 or number 15, nobody else. You wait for number 15. If they ask you to go to somebody else, you act like you want to pee, or you ask something is wrong. You need to go to number whoever they gave you. Now, if that number whoever is not there, you're going to be caught and, thrown in jail for staying illegally in the country. And I got this information from people that do illegal stuff. You need to be informed. What do you expect? Now we're moving to Niger. In Niger, a French company named Orano is taking the government to court, to an international court. Why? Because the government is blocking them from extracting Nigerian goods, which is uranium. So Orano has been exploiting the Nigerian uranium for the longest time. They used to buy it at 0.90 euros a kilogram. And they will buy the same uranium from the Canadian at 200 euros a kilogram. That's to show you they don't respect you. You are nobody. You're just a bunch of Africans. You don't give money to Africans. They just need some fruit and, some plant, and they're going to survive. They don't need money for cars and stuff. Anyway, now, the government, which is new, this is a brand new government in Niger. They kicked out the previous government, which was with Mohamed Bazoum, this man right here. This is the man that was selling the uranium from the country at 0.80 euros a kilogram to the white fellas. Now, this other government, these soldiers, have refused. They've set the price to 200 euros a kilogram. Now they have an issue. Orano has been working for many, many years. However, they don't even pay tax properly. They don't pay whatever money they due to the government. It's usually, these big companies, how they operate is they will come officially sign papers, but then instead of paying the amount of money they're supposed to pay to the government, they just call one or two people, one head of a department of mines or whatever. They give him some millions, let us pass, and that's it. So they've been cutting the government short of its money. Now, this new government of the military say, no, we are not going to work that way. Before you continue, you need to pay us all the money you owe us. All the corners you played in the past, not with us. And Orano is very upset about that. They say they're stopping them from working. They're going to go to an international court so they can find a solution to that. Yes, fellas, you can have a company in your country, but you still respond to international rules of business. So according to Orano, the financial situation is deteriorating a little more every day, and due to the lack of exportability due to the closure of the border since the putsch in July 23. So Orano is accusing the government of being the reason why they cannot operate appropriately. Just remember, Niger is blocked. This is Niger. All these countries here, these are ECOWAS countries, don't like Niger. So they've blocked. You can see on the map, Niger doesn't have any sea. Niger is not bordered by the sea. There's no sea next to Niger. So therefore, if they want to do an export or import, they need to go through these other countries. Now, these other countries, as you see here, don't like Niger right now, so the border's closed. And Niger cannot export like they would like to. Now, Orano says the reason why we're not making money, we're not operating, is because Niger has got issues with everybody. And they're blaming Niger, they're taking them to court. So they're accusing Niger of blocking an equivalent of 300 million euros worth of minerals. And clearly, Niamey has not hidden its intentions and its desire to reorganize the mining sector and also to turn toward Russia. They want to be exploiting their own mines, looking after their own mineral, making money out of it for their own people. And also they want to give an opportunity to Russians to come, and exploit and see how much money they will make with the Russians. Good move or bad move? Let me know how you feel about it. Now we go to Ghana. In Ghana, the ex-president Nana Akufo-Addo, this man right here, has been accused of giving land to his family members. It's always stories like this from African. It's crazy. Africans become president, they think they're kings. So, Samuel Ekujo Alabwa, member of the parliament from the North Togo, sorry Ghanaians, I know I murdered that name, has accused President Nana Akufo-Addo of transferring public land to his daughter and niece and calling for a full investigation before January 7, 2025. So this man, who's a parliamentarian, is accusing the ex-president of ceding land to his daughter. It's crazy. Africans love that. They will take land from the government and give it to him. It's just insane. This man looks like a serious president for once. But if you listen to him and see things he did, you'll be shocked. This is what he said about Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. You listen to this.
Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. We can have you as a partner in confronting these threats. It is very important that ECOWAS and the West African area remains a democratic space. It's the reason for the actions we took over the coup d'etats in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and in Guinea. And ECOWAS has been very consistent in refusing to deal with these governments because of the undemocratic nature of their accession to power.
So clearly these countries are countries trying to free themselves, but this man didn't like it because he's pro-America. You know, he's talking like a sub-slave. We really need your help to come save us from the people that actually want to save us. Yeah, that's the man. But now, apparently, even though he's been trying to look clean, he's been giving land to his family members. Now, if he's been giving land, what else has he given? Question mark. Now they want an investigation about it. Do you support it? I think I support it. And now we're going to Malawi. Here's Malawi. Beautiful country, lovely people. There's plenty of them in South Africa too. I mean, look, I know South Africa quite well. I've been there many, many times. I've got investment in South Africa, just so you know. Yeah. So I have to go to South Africa quite a lot because I have investment, I have properties, I have things. So I have business, I have people that I hire locals, especially, give them opportunities. It's a good thing. I like it. Anyway, Malawi has got an issue right now. They're arresting journalists who are telling the truth about the corruption that's happening in Malawi. A man named Macmillan has been arrested for telling the truth about, corruption and funny things happening in the government. And he's the second journalist to be arrested under the regime of Lazarus Chakwera. The first one was Gregory Gondwe for Platform for Investigative Journalism in Malawi. Now, why has this Macmillan been arrested? Macmillan been arrested because he went for a big tycoon in Malawi named Batatawala. Who's Batatawala? Batatawala was accused of operating a network of proxy companies to evade law and secure government contract. So this man has been working with government contract, okay, making money out of tenders. Tenders is basically, okay, the government wants 9,000 toilet paper to wipe their bum. Yes, sorry, I couldn't find something different. People can come and say, I can do the job, okay, if you give me the money. The government will give them $1 million to fund 9,000 toilet paper for them to wipe their bum. Now, whoever they choose is the person that's going to do this business. Now, this guy, Batatawala, has been doing a lot of these type of businesses. Obviously, he's not going to spend $1 million to buy toilet paper. He probably going to spend 100,000, and the 900,000 remaining is going to share it with the person that gave him the business. Do you get it? So that's fraud into the government. I'm going to give you the tender. You're going to give me the money back, or some of it at least. That's how they operate. Now, this guy was investigating about this stuff, trying to clean the country, make sure the country is good, people profiting from things, point fingers at the wrong site. Now, unfortunately, they sent the police to come and arrest the guy. Imagine somebody telling the truth on why did he speak out? He spoke out because this Batatawala was already banned by High Court. He cannot do business with government because he was found guilty. Now, what he did was he went and created proxy companies and allocated it to his children or some relative so they can continue doing the same thing. They can still allocate those proxy company. They say, okay, government is not going to give money to Batatawala, but we're giving to a different company named X. Now, X also belongs to the nephew of Batatawala. You don't even know that because Batatawala opened it. Now, this guy, Macmillan, said the truth about this stuff and the police came and arrested him. Why? Because the police is in the pockets of Batatawala. Now, this is very sad because this is not a special situation in Africa. You see it in many, many places. You cannot tell the truth. So in recent move to intimidate reporters, the police arrested Macmillan, a former journalist for Malawi 24, over the story that he reported an allegation against Abdulim Karim Batatawala, a tycoon who is facing various corruption and fraud charges. The story detailed how Batatawala, despite being barred from the court, allegedly set up proxy companies to continue doing business with the Malawi government. So free this man, free Macmillan, okay? Africa will not move forward with this kind of spirit. In Africa, fortunately, if you're powerful enough, you can get the police to arrest somebody because that guy is the guy your woman actually like. She doesn't like you, she likes him. So you ask the police to arrest and they put him in jail. Many countries in Africa are shithole countries. Just like Trump is right. I'm being honest with you. There are many countries in Africa will not leave. I cannot. You can't have an argument with a policeman. There's no law for you. You're going to jail. They're going to beat you up. Nobody's going to help you. You can't have a discussion with somebody who's society, who's got money. He's going to call the general on you. Imagine a country you can see generals. There's no war, but generals and colonel working on shithole countries. How do you want to know a shithole country? You see generals and colonels and captains walking down the street with girlfriends. That's what it is. Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. It was a great pleasure. Please subscribe before you leave. YouTube say you guys watch, but you're not subscribed. Why you do that? Why you do that, man? That's wrong. That's like cheating. Why you come watch my video? You don't even like. You don't. Come on, don't watch. If you're gonna be my brother, then you gotta drop something. I mean, there are people behind the camera. These guys need to be paid and stuff like that. You need to drop a comment so we can continue. If you like this, you can't like this while hiding yourself. Either you like it properly or you don't like it. Well, if you're here, you still listen to this crap I'm talking about right now, it means you like it. So if you like it, just drop a comment. Say, hey, Zack, you're doing a good job. God bless.